Okay, we are gonna go get ourselves, well, can't afford that, so we'll just get a bump stock. Get ourselves a bump stock here. Alright. Alright, there's just, the hell, man, where are all the bump stocks? Hey, excuse me, how you doing? Hey,
Yes.
Can you just tell me where all the bump stocks are at?
Bump stocks?
Yeah, bump stocks.
We don't have those here.
What?
We're doing it right now.
Oh, hey, how you doing? Hey, I know some other people have been saying they're not, but why don't you just, can you now tell me where the bump stocks are?
Okay.
Yeah.
Bump stocks.
But no, seriously, you know the bump stock ban got knocked down, right? So what aisle are they in?
No section. We don't carry the bump stocks.
Hey, can I bother you for a second? Can you just let me know where you guys keep the bump stocks?
We don't sell those here.
What?
No, we don't sell those.
Let's see what this is all about.
Come in. Hey, man.
Hey, Tom, everyone downstairs is saying that you guys don't have any bump stocks. What's going on with that?
We don't have it here in Washington State.
Well, you know the bump stock ban was overturned by the Supreme Court today, right?
Yep. Well, that's a great question. Let's spend a few minutes and talk about why bump stocks are still banned in Washington State.
Okay, Washington, this is what we are talking about today. We are talking about the big ruling in the matter of Cargill v. Garland and the fact that the United States Supreme Court has found that the ATF's bump stock ban is, in fact, unlawful and thrown it out. So how does that affect us here in Washington State? The answer is absolutely, positively, no way at all. That's right. Yes, this was a great day for people. And if you live in states like Arkansas, Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas, Tennessee, states that allow its citizens to live free, kind of like our founding fathers intended it to do, then yeah, tomorrow, theoretically, you could walk into a gun store, or presumably any store that sells these types of products, and purchase lawfully a bump stock. However, in Washington State, you see, we banned those by state law in 2019. And remember that unlike the way this was done on the federal level, which is just turn the ATF loose to go write a new rule to turn around and turn thousands of people into criminals overnight, the state of Washington actually unleashed something just as equally evil as the ATF, and of course that is our state legislature. And when we take a look at other states such as California, New York, Illinois, Maryland, and some of the other states that have banned these types of devices, that is the method by which they also went about banning them, which means that the mechanism, which is oftentimes the attack method under which these rules are thrown out, it's the method of implementation, those don't exist in these local state bans. Okay, just so we're clear what we're talking about, RCW 9.41.010 subsection 5 actually defines what is a bump stock. According to Washington law, that is, bump fire stock means a butt stock designed to be attached to a semi-automatic firearm with the effect of increasing the rate of fire achievable with the semi-automatic firearm of that of a fully automatic firearm by using the energy from the recoil of the firearm to generate reciprocating action that facilitates repeated activation of the trigger. Note there that they point out that the trigger will actually be activated multiple times. A huge, huge distinction which puts these laws on much more solid ground. Now, I had mentioned on this video right here that I thought that candidly bump stocks, before we went out and banned them by name, were probably banned anyways when you take a look at Washington's definition of a machine gun. And for those of you who also live in blue states that don't allow individuals to exercise their inalienable rights, you need to take a look at how you have defined machine gun, because it could be based not on the function of the trigger but on the rate of fire. And in that instance, it's quite possible that bump stocks would fall under your state statutory definition of machine gun. Washington State, for example, defines it as Machine gun means any firearm known as a machine gun, mechanical rifle, submachine gun, or any other mechanism or instrument not requiring that the trigger be pressed for each shot and having a reservoir, clip, disc, drum, belt, or other separable mechanical device for storing, carrying, or supplying ammunition which can be loaded into the firearm, mechanism, or instrument and fired therefrom at a rate of 5 or more shots per second. But here's the big thing, Washington, and this is why the Cargill ruling really will have absolutely zero application to us for the time being. You see, back in 2019, when the Trump administration was actually turning the ATF loose like some rabid attack dog to go out and write new rules to just turn people into felons overnight, never a good idea. Yeah, the state of Washington instead did it the old-fashioned way. They just got their state legislature to shove that legislation down your throat. RCW 9.41.190, which has traditionally listed the firearms which are prohibited to possess in Washington state, was amended in 2019 to add bump stocks. The statute now reads as follows. Except as otherwise provided in this section, it is unlawful for any person to A. Manufacture, own, buy, sell, loan, furnish, transport, or have in possession or under control any machine gun, bump fire stock, undetectable firearm, short-barreled shotgun, or short-barrel rifle. So what the state of Washington has basically done is define what a bump stock is and used pretty accurate language to describe that device, and then basically said, hey, listen, the possession of those devices standing alone is unlawful, and did so through the actual legislative process. So at the end of the day, Washington, the Cargill case, albeit a great win for inalienable rights, and albeit a great win for all of plaintiffs' counsel who worked very hard to get that result, it will have absolutely zero benefit to any of us here in Washington state. Listen, we're going to go ahead and link up all of the statutes that we relied upon down below so that you guys can geek out on it for yourself. Maybe you got ideas for videos that we should be doing around here. If you do, click on that link right over there, because candidly, some of the best videos we ever did weren't really our ideas. If you got questions about this issue or anything else related to what's left of our Second Amendment rights, our contact information is down below in the description box. And then finally, and most importantly, let's everyone remember that part of being the lawful and responsible gun owner, like we talk about all the time here, so know what the law is in every situation, how it applies to you in any instance that you may find yourself. From the totally fantastic Security Gun Club here in Woodinville, Washington, thanks for watching, and stay safe. See what this is all about.
Come in.
Sorry, I forgot that's live.
I know you did it on purpose. I'm like, that's a good one. That's a good one. Really? That's a good one. All right, ready to do this again without the prop